Hello students, welcome to Aspire Defense and welcome to the strategy session for the NDA examination 2026. I know you have written your board examination and the aspirants who are eagerly waiting for National Defense Examination are preparing, which is held on April 12, 2026. So we here at Aspire Defense are coming up with a session where we will discuss strategy, how to deal with the vast syllabus and focus on the high yielding themes and how to use previous year question paper to make sure you get maximized score in your written examination. Chalo, we'll begin. So you know already about the NDA examination who have already applied and waiting for the hall ticket to write on April 12, 2026. The NDA examination and a Naval Academy examination will be held on April 12, 2026. The first cycle, the vacancies are 394 for the Army, for the Navy and for Air Force. I hope you are all preparing well. And also it is not for only boys but for also girls, not only men, for the women officers also. According to Supreme Court rules based on the 2022 judgment, it is allowed that NDA and NA, both men as well as women officers can be joined. And in the notification you see government tries to have a workforce which reflects gender balance and women candidates are encouraged to apply. I hope both men and women candidates are preparing well and all the best for both of you. So we'll begin with this strategy session. 12 days, what should be the strategy? This is very super important class for the students who are preparing and has very limited time. If you have to crack it, you have to be smart. You are intelligent, but you have to be also smart to plan the resources, what to study and what not to study and how to use these 12 days. So we'll shuru karte hai what to do. We have 12 days, right? First, day 1 to day 5 is all about tactical consolidation. You have prepared mathematics in your 11th and 12th standard. You have studied fair bit of English and you have studied, if you are engineering students, science background students, physics and chemistry as well as biology should not be very difficult in the NDA examination. But where most of the aspirants and students face difficulty is English grammar, English comprehension, which is not read in your regular 11th and 12th, and also the GS subjects, general studies subject, mainly history, geography, few of the basic civics questions, okay, polity question, economic question, as well as current affairs. This will focus how to decode. Day 1 to day 5 focus on the heavy lifter topics. See, there is a Pareto rule. Every examination, including the NDA examination conducted by UPSC, 80-20 rule. 80% of the question comes from 20% of the syllabus topics and themes. If you can focus there and revise and read well, so 80% of the questions you will be able to get from the 25 to 30% of the topics you cover. So we will be doing here, what we will be doing here, focus on those themes, those heavy themes where UPSC is asking questions, and we'll divide the first 6 days for revision of all these subjects. Next, what we'll do is day 6 to day 9, what you have to do is performance evaluation. You have studied well and good. Almost it's a 5-hour examination as well as a gap in between. You will be in the examination mode. 2, okay? Again, make sure that you are in that zone. You have to give marks and you have to have that practice. At least 1 or 2 marks you have to give. Day 1 to day 5, revise all the heavy concepts. In the next slide, we'll discuss what are those. Day 6, okay, give 1 complete mock, morning mathematics and general paper in the afternoon, GAT paper, right? Then day 7, properly evaluate. Day 8, if possible, give 1 more mock, complete morning and afternoon mock, and day 9, evaluate both the mock papers which you have solved. Day 10, day 11, day 12 is all about maintaining your peace, maintaining your balance, okay, maintaining that calm state of mind, getting good sleep and revising from the notebook and mistakes which you have made. Keep a small notebook, write all very important points that might be helpful in last 3 days of revision. Here, get good sleep, 7 to 8 hours of sleep, revise on those focused areas and make sure you are in a very good state of mind, well focused, disciplined and concentrated. We'll begin. How to focus? The tactical blocks, see, what you can do is first 5 days, starting from April 1st, what you can do is mathematics in the morning session, because you are going to write mathematics from 10 to 12:30, right? Next you have GAT, which is General Ability Test. First you study all the mathematics important topics: algebra, trigonometry, calculus, statistics and probability, matrices, determinants and vectors in the morning session. Then you focus on general ability test topics. Here you have English, then you have science, which covers mainly physics 25 questions, and another 25 questions will come from chemistry and biology. Then you have general studies, mainly geography and history, which is very important in NDA to get selected to the next level. And you have current affairs. Make sure you give proper time. Here it is the jack of all. If you do only mathematics and not study other subject, you are not going to clear. You should give equal timings and play on the strength. See the focus areas where questions are coming from. That we have decoded. We'll see in the next slide, and we'll give this timetable in the Telegram channel. Do subscribe to our Telegram channel. The link will be in the description below. So clear timetable, proper focused areas will be providing for you to focus, and will decode with the facts, with the data. Another important thing, the mistake notebook. When you write the mock on the 6th day and 8th day, keep a mistake notebook. You can write previous year question paper, which was in 25 and 24, or 25 cycle 1 and cycle 2 you can write, or 24 and 25 you can write, so that you will have proper UPSC pattern and UPSC examination paper only. When you go write in the 2026, you will not feel any different from what you have done in the mock. Here, phase 2 is all about bridging the gap between knowledge and execution. Knowledge, intelligence, if you have studied from last 1 year, 2 year, is fine, but also it's all about execution. This is like a IPL match, T20 match, where you have just 2.5 hours in the morning and 2.5 hours in the afternoon. It's like batting and bowling, where you have to focus, be on your edge, be sharp, and do that. For that, you need to have practice also. You need to have that mock sessions also. And whatever mistakes you make, while doing, you can make first question, third, second question. Instead of putting on the second question, you can again mark on the first question itself. Then you have to use ball pen. All these are small things, but it will play a crucial role to ensure that you will clear this written examination. Make a make sure all the concepts are revised, all this practice properly, time is practiced. 2.5 hours you will have, morning and afternoon 2.5 hours. Make sure, especially in the mathematics, in the math session, don't sit on your ego. If questions are not coming, make sure you are going forward and ensure that you have attempted 70 to 80 questions, and most of them should be right. And most of the easy questions, we'll see in the next slide how to attempt with respect to mathematics, but make sure you keep a journal or the mistake notebook and all the key points that you learn from the mock test. Clear? Next, bare minimum for your paper to get corrected and to make sure both of your paper corrected is you have to get 25%. You might be good in one subject, say maths or say GAT, general ability test, but if you don't score 25% in the mathematics, your GAT paper will not be tested at all. So make sure you get 25% minimum in both the paper 1 and paper 2, but that is all not enough. For you to clear this exam, minimum out of 900, you have to get anywhere above 350. And if your name should be in the final list, then 400 plus is the safe score. 400 plus is the safe score. So make sure that you study the easy topics and strengthen those areas. 33%, see, examination normally 33% easy, 33% medium to hard, easy to medium, another 33% hard. hard and super hard. So 66% if you are able to tackle, and if you get 40% net rate, you are in the written examination. You will be in the list for the SSB. Clear, my friends? So candidates first should meet 75 out of 300 minimum in the mathematics, and in general ability test 150 out of 600. If you fail to do so, your second paper will be not corrected at all, evaluated at all. So make sure you keep this in mind. Next, we'll see the yearly cutoff in the last 3-4 years. NDA 2025, 334 was the cutoff. Sectional 25%, as I told you in the last slide. Final merit list, it includes the SSB mark also, which is conducted again for 900 marks. That we'll see in the next part, but here see the cutoff for the written examination. 334, NDA 2024, okay, second cycle 305, the first cycle 201, in 22 360, in 21 343. On an average 350 is the cutoff score where for the written examination of the NDA is decided. It depends on the number of seats, how students have performed, difficulty of the paper. But for you to ensure that your qualification, you need to score minimum 360, and whatever above you score, it will help you for your final merit cutoff. Understood? We'll go to the next slide. This is very, very important, where you have to focus, where that 70-30 rule I told you, where 30% of the topic carry 60 to 70% of the question. My friends, the big three. Okay, first we'll see mathematics. Okay, first paper, right? The 3 units constitute over 60% of the paper, my friends. Which are the 3 units? Algebra, where 25 to 30 questions are coming. Which are those? Quadratic equations, complex number, arithmetic progression, geometric progression. From this, around 25 to 30 questions are coming from algebra. Next, very important topic unit is trigonometry, which you can't ignore. Again here around 25 questions are coming. Inverse ratios, heights, distances, all these are key topics in that unit. Next you have calculus. Around 20-25 questions are coming, right? The rules, derivatives, integrals, all these functional mathematics are coming in the calculus. So this becomes very, very important if you want to score 50 to 60% in mathematics. Next, we'll see the total weightage to the units and mentioned in the NDA syllabus. First, algebra, almost 30 questions. Next, trigonometry, 25 to 30 questions. Calculus again, 20 to 25 questions. For many, calculus might be difficult. See, play on your strength, and weakness you keep it later. For this examination, to work on weakness, you don't have enough time, but play on your strength. You know which topics you are having grip and you are having strong hold of. Is it algebra, trigonometry and analytical geometry? Do that. Calculus is tough, leave it, keep it at the end. Make sure, see the weightage, but don't leave algebra. If you leave algebra, other units if you have covered also, the questions that are coming are not sufficient enough to you get to the marks which you require to clear the written examination. Next, trigonometry, 25 questions, calculus 20 to 25 questions, statistics and probability around 20 questions, and analytical geometry 20 questions. This top 3 topics, if you are able to do, you are able to get 70 questions out of 120. If you are getting 70 questions, you can easily get 140 to 170 marks in paper 1. Or all areas or all question can be done. That again depends on the difficulty of the paper, and cutoff also will be depending on the difficulty of the paper, where UPSC is asking many application based question, from direct formula based question to analytical and application based question in mathematics as well. Next, paper 2, English. This is where ASPI defense is going to help you to make sure you will be able to get that 400 marks, enough marks to ensure you clear NDA. Mathematics, okay, revise what you are read in 11th and 12th, whatever you are good at, make sure based on those weightage you get good topics and good units which you are good at. getting good marks. Then science also, physics carries highest marks, then chemistry and biology. Make sure those units which you are good at, thoroughly revise and get marks in those units. Here at Aspire Defense, what we are trying to do is our weak areas mainly for the students who are not preparing for the competitive exam, which is English and the general studies paper and current affairs as well. Here what we'll do in the next 6 days, 6 to 10 days, we'll cover English. With respect to PYQs, the theme important areas will cover with respect to English, with respect to general studies, that is history, geography and the current affairs, defense, exercises, places in news, sports, international and current, Indian importance, current affairs will all be discussed in the next coming 10 days. Here, see the weightage, vocabulary, 20 questions, synonyms, antonyms, okay. This we will do thoroughly by unit wise. We'll break it where questions are coming and we'll do thoroughly in Aspire Defense. So subscribe to the channel and download the Telegram, okay, and subscribe to the Telegram as well to get all this important PDF and documents. We'll be giving English, general studies and current affairs for completely free. This is an initiative to make sure our aspirants community is helped and make sure you clear the written examination and get your name in the SSB as well as final list. Next, structuring. 10 questions are coming from sentence ordering, reordering, sentence structuring. This also will do focused by previous year question paper. Next 10 questions are coming from idioms and phrases. So English is the most rewarding, most high yielding topic where you can get anywhere between 120 to 150, 160 marks. We will make sure that you get it and you study only the focused units that we will ensure in Aspire Defense. Next, GAT parts, which includes basic science in general ability test, general studies as well as current affairs. We'll make sure already you might have studied general science, physics, chemistry, biology in your 11th, 12th. So maths and science will leave it to you. English will make sure we'll cover it for you. And the other topic, modern history, geography, basics of polity, economy and current affairs will cover it freely in the next 10 days here in Aspire Defense. So modern history, mainly with respect to revolt, 1857 revolt, the freedom struggle, the role of Gandhiji and how freedom struggle happened and how we got freedom, we'll discuss completely based on previous year question paper. We'll also discuss with respect to geography, okay, Indian geography, Indian physical geography, river, soil, mountains, places in use, all will be discussed. So we'll make sure your preparation is thoroughly finished and you are ready, you are battle ready for the NDA examination 2026. Then comes very important phase. We'll talk again in the strategy session and the upcoming classes, but this rule you keep it because many of our students, including us when we wrote the examination, this rule helped us to crack the written examination easy way. So what is that? While you are attempting examination, as I told, there is rule of 33, 33, 33. 33% you will be able to answer, instant recognition. They will be in easy to medium category. 33% you might eliminate one or two options and you will be stuck with 50-50. If you again come back and revisit in the second time, you will be able to eliminate and get those answers. Rest of 33% of the questions normally will be difficult and it will take, you will be able to solve it, especially in the mathematics, but it will take bit of your time to solve and get answer. But see, this is a game of time and this is a game of getting more questions in less time and ensure you clear the cutoff. It's not about getting 900 out of 900 or 800. It's about getting 50%, okay? 50%. If you are getting 40 to 50% also, you are already clearing and you are the topper in India written examination almost. If you are getting 400 plus, then That's a very good score where you have very great chance to make it into SSB as well as final list. 350, 360 will be the cutoff, and if you are getting 400 plus, you have very good chance to get in the final list. So make sure first 40 minutes, whatever questions you are able to just recognize by reading the question, make sure you attempt those questions. Next, you have eliminated one or two options, but you didn't get the answer. Next 60 to 70 minutes, you solve those questions. Out of 120, if you are able to get 40 here, the rest of the 40 questions which are difficult, taking time, which you are not able to solve, don't waste time and keep it in the last 30 minutes. Last 30 minutes. This is a key principle to make sure you get first 50-60 questions right, 50% of your questions right out of 120, and make sure your name is in the list first and you have cleared that return bar. And if you have time and if you are able to solve, you can score higher above the 350-360 cutoff. Understood? Total goal of every aspirant who is seeing this video and who wants to make it to the final cut is you have to score 400 plus. We here at Aspire Defense are backing and are there for you to make sure you get 400 plus. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and download our Telegram for getting all the updates for the next classes with respect to English, the strategy class, and with respect to general ability test, where we will cover history, geography and the current affairs, making sure you work on those weak areas and you are built equally strong in all the areas. So make sure your preparation is continuous, consistent and filled with discipline. Finally, welcome to Aspire Defense community and welcome to this NDA mission, NDA 2026, where your goal to become officer in the Indian Army, Navy, Air Force becomes complete with this mission NDA 2026. So subscribe to Aspire Defense YouTube channel, bookmark our playlist, where in the next 10 days we'll come up with awesome classes of English and general ability test and current affairs topics. Join our Telegram community as well. The link is in description. Ensure your focus, your determination and your consistency is on track, and we'll see you in the next class. Jai Hind.